BBAI stock analysis today and BBAI stock prediction. Is BBAI stock a buy now? Watch this before you burn your money. Now I've tracked 48,000 stock reviews for 5 years on this channel, all documented. I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on courses and mentors, and with all this data I've seen what makes me money and what doesn't. And I'm here to tell you that the first thing on the list that we'll be focusing on is all going to be the overview, right? And just zoom out for a second, man. Like, don't be too caught up in all the stuff that's happening kind of day to day. Look at the daily chart and the macros. All these links you see here in the chart is just some like previous proof. Right, this is, let me pop up here, make it blue. I don't like that. This is better, right? And then just take this blue. Oh yeah. Just like, these are just like the previous reviews. Boom, remove it from there. I mean, why am I saying this? Is because, you know, you gotta have proof in the things that you're doing. I like the bullish trend, and we're definitely gonna kind of talk about it a bit more. But I gotta have my reviews in the way. What this means is that with BBAI, not only do we have this track record, just get rid of the stuff. Because look at this, like if we zoom down, for example, this YouTube video shows you back, the price now is at $6, right? At the time, at that given time, a year ago, like exactly a year ago, it was at $2. And from $2, we've taken it to almost 10. And I've just milked the way up, and if you've been watching me, you know this. But let's go to the daily chart and look at the EMAs and where we are. And we're pretty much on the verge. This is why it's so important, because we're on the verge of being above those EMAs. If the volume comes in clutch, preferably, you know, want to see volume more than 90 million, which is the average, right? Obviously, if we see more than 9 million, it would be nice. That's like the daily traded. Don't have like any new news like earnings report and whatnot that can actually push the price up, but we have like some, if we have some sort of a big catalyst, this is, I think, it's going to be kind of the final straw before I really pull the trigger on this one. But like, looking back, talking about BBAI's performance, I'm actually a very big fan, because I've been bullish here. I've been really like just looking to capitalize on it, and all like how my ideas look like is I just want to at least aim for the $10 high, because that's where the most liquidity is. And think about it this way, like all these things that you see here, the price going on, this is just all liquidity. And it's just about, you know, kind of catching the movement that you're comfortable with. And guess what, like I'm not gonna sit here and just say, oh, go ahead, do it on your own. Obviously do your own due diligence. This is all demo and simulated, it's not financial advice, but I'll just, you know, use the approach that I've already refined over 48,000 videos. And so how is all this gonna look like? Well, let's zoom in for a second, right? The overview, we understand now it's bullish, so what the heck's happening next? Even came back down, mitigated some sort of a demand zone. All it comes down to, for me at least, is just having that second shift. It's critical because, I mean, we were not even that close to having that first one, but the moment I start seeing that break, like yet above this zone, let's put it like that, I will be like kind of very, very happy with like where things are right now, because you can see we're kind of getting tighter and tighter, and it's not the most perfect trend lines in the row, like it's not like, that's not even the point. The point is that we've been just correcting, and it's exactly moves as such where we just completely burst. And not only do we have the trend lines and the overall range that's holding this thing down here, we also have the moving averages that are in our hand, which we had like some 5, 10 and 20 breaks. I mean, we're kind of below it, you know, if you look at the line, it's sort of below it. So this is like what's gonna just solidify everything. So would really like to see that break above 650. And then, you know, once we see that, obviously, like in trading, there's not just this game. You have to get inside a trade game, and then you have to manage the trade as well, right? And again, if you want my trading playbook, and if you want for me to show you the exact strategy that I've used, and refine over 5 years, click the first link in the description. A few spots left. I mean, this is all covering about getting inside a trade game, managing the trade game, and then obviously you have the mindset game as well. But looking into BBAI, would also just, you know, really like to mention that this is the kind of movement where you can get, you know, inside an opportunity, and again, you can manage the trade, but we're always aiming at least like 1 to 3, 1 to 4 hour. And not only that, you can leave partials and really catch like one of those 1 to 10, 1 to 20 hour movements, because we're not just aiming for, you know, for this $10 high and kind of like a swing opportunity, but we're also, once we shift this high at 649, we can go high time frame bullish, like high time frame bullish, and then all the 5-minute stuff here, because I like how volatile it is. You know, I just want to see volume, because then that can actually be traded and my rules can actually be met. And then intraday trades, we can have bets like shots at goal at the long side as well. Obviously, like with the right risk management, you know, this is not me randomly just randomly buying here. No. So yeah, we have like all these kind of rules, which I'm just going to keep down there. But other than that, like I really would like to hear your thoughts on this. Comments are not off limits. So if you have any questions, I mean, I really want to know what's your BBAI stock forecast, you know, what's your BBAI stock price prediction, and what stocks you want me to analyze next. Because like I've seen like a lot of these AIs, right, and on YouTube, and it's like not real people, like some people from India, whatever. But truly, as long as I see that shift, it's like it's when it actually starts to be like kind of a game on thing. Even with BBAI, I do have like 144 receipts in that Discord, which is not small. 144 receipts is just crazy, right? So the key levels are here. I mean, I really want to see that 649 just comes out to be like that 649 high. You can see like most of the volume, it's about to be there. And the moment it just completely lined, like just beautifully lines up with the last volume just after that, which is nice. So I do think it's going to be like a very good point. And it's not just that I just think, I mean, welcome to trading, you know, it's just all probabilities, and I would just much rather stick to my edge that I've already refined over 48,000 videos. You know what I mean? So if you want to be, you know, finally be kind of put stop, you know, to that confusion, you want to have that clarity when you go inside a chart and not just look at like 20 other indicators, then like I said, click the first link in the description to get that trading playbook that shows you the exact strategy that I use and that I've refined over 5 years. Click first link in the description. Only a few spots left, and I'll see you in the next one.